How you hear yourself in the headphones, Drew?
What up?
You good in the headphones?
Yeah, I'm good in the headphones.
Alright,
This is me. I gotta get me here.
You're channel 1.
Channel 1.
I feel like
emotion.
Yeah. Hold on, you gotta put that minus 10 dB on that thing.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, it's feeding. Hi, you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, there you go. Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Drew, talk.
Yo.
Can you hear Drew on your
I can't
headphones?
hear nothing no more.
Can you hear Drew on your headphones? I hear me and Mo.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like it's a little wiggly.
You want to talk? Come over here a little bit? Or should I set Drew up another mic? Drew, talk.
Yeah.
Alright. I can't hear you.
Okay. I can't hear me now at all.
Hold on.
Yeah, you can.
Wait.
I
Oh.
hear you.
All right.
Drew, talk.
I can hear you. Yeah.
I don't know if I can hear you. Hold on. Drew just... Only
I can
Drew
hear
talk.
you. I can hear you.
Talk though, Drew.
You.
Ah, yeah.
There we go.
Alright, let's go. Alright, Mike, you just gotta get rid of that shit. Let me get some ice. And, the show starts. And then, we can get some ice.
All right.
Yeah. yeah.
Check
Yeah.
1 7. All right.
check 1 7.
Yeah. It's a little hot, but it'll be fine. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't hear it.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't hear nothing.
So let me
anymore.
bring.
You don't hear nothing?
Okay, now I do. It seems like the wires are just like, if you move a little bit, like on an aux cord. type
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. All right. Okay.
Oh, they can see us?
Yo.
Yeah, James, what's good, baby?
Yo.
James in the house.
Brother from another mother, man.
What up, James?
Yo, me and James used to play basketball together.
Oh yeah, you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Where he went? What would you win?
I mean, we didn't really play against each other like that. Most of the time, we were on the same team. But if we were
He's
on,
the homie to shoot the hoops with.
Yo.
he
Go
was
live, huh?
he was the shooter. He was the shooter. We're live?
Yeah.
But go live on the show.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you.
I'm here.
I'm waiting for the
I'm here, bro.
The
Just
man
go.
himself.
man.
The man with the master
Playing.
plan.
Because I want to see if Drew's in the shit. See? Oh, that's a different camera. No.
Yeah.
See? So just go, and we're live, and this is funny.
So.
Yeah, it just might be me. Hold on, I'll do it. All right, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so what? All right, bet. Welcome to the turn the music off.
No more music.
You gotta
The
move your
music
track.
needs
Move
to
this
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the Play Myself show.
Yes.
I'm Myles.
And I'm Mo.
I'm Drew.
And we got a special guest,
Yeah.
Drew.
Go-
We see the live chat active already, but we'll address that later, But
Drew's in here.
But I'll tell you guys this, man. This is a very special show, and I want to say that every show. But this is a very interesting gathering.
Yeah.
I would say. So first and foremost, let me pay a little bills. You see, I'm rocking the the gold and purple, and then we got the lights lighted for Kobe. I was helping with the Remamba setup for the art show yesterday. So that's Remamba, REMEMAMBA. ba.com show.com.
Can you
If
spell?
y'all can go, I can't spell.
dyslexia.
I'm dyslexic.
He's dyslexic.
So if y'all get a chance, if you're in the New York City area, it's on 208 Bowery. It's a very special event. Check it out. I've been killing it, trying to on that. But we're gonna talk heavy tonight.
Yes.
And Mo's gonna do the heavy lifting.
Yes.
I see a lot of people talking. And I got my brother's shirt on. Like I said, this is all on. This is Mamba week, so we gonna talk heavy.
Mamba.
Right? But we got another creator in the crib.
Yes.
Right now.
Well, let's
sir.
start off by how was your week, Miles? Let's start off with that.
So, play myself show. So, my week was crazy because talking about Remamba, I was in New York City yesterday, right? I took leave responsibly, right? But my buddy Edgar, he was like, he had so much going on, and you know how like when your friend, you don't want to like hit him with little shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, I gotta pee. So this motherfucker like, damn, pee. And he like, and then like by the time I built the courage to tell him as a man, he was like, yo, son, like just peeing my shit. Like I'm not looking at your dick. Like I seen your dick before, type shit, right? Yes, I'm in the military, so like he was my leader, right? But he's not even looking at my shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So the motherfucker like, I'm peeing, but I'm on a knee because he moved his chair up and shit. But then I might have got distracted, or I think I overfilled the shit like that I was peeing.
The Poland Spring bottle. Though.
Yeah. Nah, this was,
Wait, stop.
Like, how many ounces was this bottle?
this shit was like a 16. But
Oh,
like
damn.
I'm a conscious peer. So like I could pee a little and be good for the toilet. Like I gotta just be good with that shit. That's like maybe army training.
But then you piss up a fucking 3-liter Price Chopper bottle.
Well, let me
of soda.
just finish my story. Right? So I'm like, fuck. He like, yo, you good? But I was on the knee. I was trying to get my joint out, and like, yeah, my fucking shit. And it was weird because I peed all over my shorts.
Ooh.
But I had the whole day in New York, and like, I'm a light packer, so straight up, just pee all over my shit. But then he like, yo, wife, you not gonna want no fucking pee bottle in the whip. So
You had to toss that shit out the window.
go to sports. Nah, we was parked up. So it's like, yo, we was waiting for somebody. It's just sound mad weird when I'm saying it like this. But I was like, yo, boom, I'm about to go try to find a trash can. But that's that I had light shorts on. You know what I mean? It was like, damn, like I still on my shit. But yeah, I'm married, son. So I don't give a fuck. I was like, the only thing I would ever worry about is the girls. But I'm married. So
Right. Nah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? Can you put the comments bigger, bro? So I can see them shits? Because the shit is coming in. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. And
Sometimes you do a little.
Justin, what up, baby? What's going on,
Sometimes
man?
that happens, you know?
just remember, man, like it was just that crazy situation where it's like, yo, damn, son, like, when's the last time you peed on yourself?
Shit, man, I would probably say maybe like a year ago. I had to piss in a bottle in a McDonald's parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Yeah, but they can tell us the whole story.
Nah,
Now you ready to say, I had to piss in the bottle with
it's
who
boring.
you was with. Nah.
Well,
They made you.
it's boring because like it was raining outside and I didn't want to step outside to take a piss and I was waiting for somebody to come out and I just I pissed in the bottle and then I over pissed in the it wasn't even a bottle, it was like a Dixie cup. Okay. And so I over pissed that shit.
Yeah, that's a definite overpiss.
Yeah. So, you know, that's my embarrassing story. I don't have nothing else.
I don't know if I was embarrassed. It was
I was embarrassed.
Oh. You ain't have to go dispose of this shit and piss on your shit.
People driving by trying to figure out why I'm leaned up like this, trying to.
Oh, you was by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's nice. All right, let's bring it to Drew.
Yeah, Drew.
Last time I peed on myself, let's say, probably. Sometimes, you know, you get a little excited and, you know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Tell us the story, motherfucker, because this is interesting. Top my shit. can't be the only one looking crazy out here.
Nah, it was like
Ash your knees and shit.
But
I think it was a minute ago, but I do remember it. You know what I mean? It was my P moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we want to know.
So I got done with this shorty. You know, you gotta do the after P. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And the shit just didn't go. You know the after.
After you fucking.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
talk heavy. So like after you was fucking, like, yeah, okay.
After we was fucking, you know, you spend the night, you sleep over, you know,
Yeah.
wake up, next morning, the diagonal went straight to my leg, and it was just
Hold on.
straight.
At your crib or her crib?
Her crib.
Her crib is different. That's different,
did
right,
you blame it on her? That's what I would have done.
Nah,
Just
because
went
that
back.
man piss different. Like, yeah, you have to clean that
So-
shit, get on your knees.
No, I did the little toe step over with the rug and boom boom, and then yeah,
Oh, you a solid.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you a piece of shit.
I mean, for what it was, yeah, I guess.
Damn.
You know, and
You didn't even
we
think
didn't, we didn't even see each other. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
okay.
like it wasn't. That's
Okay.
not wifey or nothing. That's just.
Nah,
You said
son.
we was, you know.
We
was
talk about
fucking-
common decencies though. I feel you know. Nah, I feel you.
no, yeah.
Pee using pee in the corner type shit.
And I
Damn.
said this was a minute ago. This wasn't last week.
All right, nigga, my shit was yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, keep it real.
So my man Drew is rocking the 5th place, or wait, let me see it. Let me see that 5th place shirt. Yo, let's tell
And
us.
hold on. TM is crazy because you see people who have the R's.
Uh-huh.
R means, and because we're going through this right now. R means that they're registered to get TM,
Okay.
right? A lot of money. Drew got a lot of money. He just not showing us.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
R means that whenever you see R, it means that they're registered to get their trademark. So if he's trademarked, he owns that, and like no one can do it.
Yeah.
Just education for the
Okay.
youth. Okay.
All right. So tell us about your business, man.
So what I do, I screen print, I do embroidery, and I teach classes. Basically, just all with the sense of creative with printing and T-shirts and hoodies and designing,
Mhm.
graphic design work. I also edit and film my stuff.
Wow.
I guess that is a good question. It's just a mix of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, from what I can tell, I know that you guys came out what 2014.
So a little brief. Yeah, it was originally started 2013. Me and a buddy of mine,
Uh-huh.
we had an idea. We would always. My friend was a graffiti writer. I skateboarded.
Okay.
So we clicked off that. We always ran together, and then it's like, hey, why not start our own company? You know what I mean? We always buying other people's brands and stuff like that, and we don't have much money, so it's cheaper to print your own shit. You know what I mean? It's that initial cost that you put up, but in the long run, you're gonna be saving money, and I'm always thinking about that. So
For sure.
we started that. The demand was there. We had a store. He ended up moving to Cali, so the person I started it with didn't end up being in it too much.
Okay.
And then I partnered up with a guy and it didn't end up working out. And then I didn't do nothing 5th place. I didn't for about 4 or 5 years. And then back in 2019 is when I revamped it, and then I've just been going like full on since then.
Now,
Here I am.
did you guys have a falling out, or was it just like you guys kind of went your separate ways because he was doing something different and then you were doing something different?
My business. Who are you talking about? Which?
Well, you're a
hold on.
business partner.
I feel like Drew, switch seats for me, Pop, because I feel like Mo's talking heavy, and I feel like I can just hear you better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then, like, I want Mo to really get the.
So the business partner.
Yeah.
So it was just a bad business choice on my end. We didn't see eye to eye, and I ended up losing say in my business. It was just supposed to be like a silent partner, but then they started to get more involved. It's just the classic pick the bad partner. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So, I mean, you guys do vintage clothing, artwork, pop-up events. What are pop-up events?
So pop-up events is basically what it sounds like. It's you come up and you pop up with the merch. You know,
Okay.
it started out with the back of the trunk, pop the back of the trunk, and then you just sell stuff out the trunk. You know, back in the mixtape days too, you just pop the trunk and then just sell mixtapes, do a little pop up like that. But you can sell whatever jewelry. You know, you could pop up whatever.
That's what honestly, that's what Remember is. And if you look at it, everything you do, like as far as like it's like if you don't have a storefront, you can just pop up. If you have a brand, you can just pop up with what you have and let it go rock off like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's powerful.
It does help, yes.
Yeah,
And
get it out there.
Yeah,
and like
you
that,
could
yeah. Go ahead.
you could rent a spot. So that was one of my things that I was looking to do when I had my shop back in the day was I wanted to make an event space at night. So a couple people booked a couple events while we were there, and I just wanted to expand on that. And it was built for either art gallery, open mics.
Mm-hmm.
We would do all that. So my store was basically a fashion boutique back in the day. We were selling vintage clothes before vintage clothes was a thing. People were asking me and clowning me, why am I selling Feli? Why am I selling Nautica? Why am I selling vintage polo? But nobody was on that type of wave yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now
People was definitely on that type of wave.
But you
just
had
not
to
here, maybe.
you had to know if you know type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I think it was ahead of its time, definitely.
Okay. I mean, so as a lot of people who have their own businesses, and and know people that have their own businesses, that's not an easy thing to do. So what made you decide, hey, you know what, I'm gonna open up my own fucking store?
Well, that's always a goal. Everybody always has that goal, and I've been pretty independent, and I've been a person that I've always had my everything always lined up. I always calculated moves always, you know what I mean? So I always liked challenges, and I had my son in 2012. I was like kind of, hey, what can I do?
Big shout out to Javi.
Avi with an A.
Avi. I'm sorry, I thought it was Javi. Avi.
Most people think so. My son's name sounds like Javier, but just drop the J.
Okay.
Just drop the J and it's Avier.
Oh.
So Avier.
Oh, okay.
His mom came up with that. I won't take credit. It's a beautiful name. I didn't think of any cool names. But as for the store, it was just honestly, it was the demand for it at the time. It was people wanted it, and that's why it just like the community kind of amped me up, and then I kind of fed off that.
Yeah.
And there was nothing like that here, because when I moved here, I didn't see any stores that catered to my lifestyle, to the things that I liked. And I just wanted to provide a spot that I think would be dope and just a judgment-free zone that anybody could come through and just kick it, shop, rent it. I had artwork for sale, so you could essentially buy clothes and artwork for your house. You know what I mean? It was just like an IKEA, but with streetwear. You know what I mean?
Well, it sounds like anyone can just walk into your store. You know what I mean? And that's kind of that vibe that I get from your setting. You want it to be just a chill, relaxed place where anyone, doesn't matter if you're a skater, BMX, you could be a damn basketball player for all you know, and you could walk into the store and still feel like at home, like you just a chill spot.
Well, that was my upbringing. My upbringing has always been with the most randomest people, so I've always respected everybody's work. So I've always wanted to find a spot that kind of shine light on just everybody's stuff,
Okay.
And just like a universal, relaxed location, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I kind of need Mo to start talking heavy because like this is the Play Myself show, and like yo, like I could dig it more, like, but nigga, talk heavy, son. Like ask for some fucking real questions. Son. I fall asleep and we lose half the audience.
Well-
Man. Shit.
Well, I mean, the only other question I had about your, about this topic, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
Is who did you idolize growing up?
Madlib. Madlib is a producer,
Mm-hmm.
and still idolize him to this day. And I've always looked up to how he moved.
Okay.
So, essentially, because he was always like, he was always the behind the scenes dude, but he was like your favorite producer's favorite producer. You know what I mean? Like he's the one that like is actually doing the shit. But nobody,
Who's Madlib?
exactly, nobody knows who he is. You know what I mean? But he's the one that is the illest.
Right.
And he has got all the money. He's never flashy, always humble, and that's the type of vibe I fuck with.
Okay.
So I've always looked up to Madlib.
All right.
Good question.
Now, the skating world, it's not like your regular, like how people play like sports like basketball, football, baseball. I know in those sports there are rivalries, so are there rivalries in the skateboarding world? Like, do you, like, if you're skating, you see somebody and then you have a rival with somebody?
As in another skateboarder?
Yeah.
No. You just got to be a dick in yourself to have off-top rivalry with somebody. Like, nah, it's.
I
nah,
can see it though. I can see it though.
I guess there's a little, competition maybe. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm doing this, and then he does that, and then maybe like trick for trick if you wanna.
But you've never seen any beef in like between skateboarders.
It gotta be beef.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotta be beef.
Not like off top, like like coming in and just I guess in a sense,
Beef
yeah,
is
yeah.
fun. Beef is like
Yeah, there's
is
beef.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's the craziest shit you ever seen when it comes to like beef with another? Or is there anything? Is it like just so uncommon that
Like
you don't?
another like a skate group versus another skate group.
Yeah.
Beef. This is a good question. Beef between skate crews. I'm not thinking of one right now, unfortunately. I guess there's just like there's almost a sense that it is its own weird community where like there's probably skateboarders but not brands, I guess, beefing with each other.
Overly-
Okay.
Probably like individuals in the
Mhm.
industry, but I don't recall of any skateboarding beef. Nah.
Okay.
I know I should have something for entertainment, but there is like I can't think of no like actual like skateboarding beef. Nah.
Alright.
As brands, next to each other.
So, I'm gonna not take over, but
He's gonna ask the harsh.
No,
question.
I'm getting
Mo
to that next.
has it, but
I'm getting
Mo just give it to the people,
I'm getting to
motherfucker.
it. I'm
Like,
getting
yeah,
to it.
let's
Relax.
What is this
brother.
dude gonna ask me?
I got fucking ADHD.
So-
So I'm saying, like, fuck, man, I'm bored.
Yo, relax.
Play
brother.
myself show. Shit.
He wants to. Yeah.
No,
So-
actually, fucking real question.
That is a real question,
I know,
that's
bro.
a great one.
Relax,
It's
relax.
not,
We're getting into
You want
it.
the candies on?
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
good, brother. I'm
Yeah,
good.
son.
I'm good.
Ask me the.
He.
These are. I like those questions though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Those
wants.
are- listen, that's for your podcast.
So he
That's
wants he wants to get into the beef. There was a beef.
No, I don't want to get into the beef. No, I don't want to get into the beef. I don't want to get into any
Oh
shit.
my
I want to
god.
get into like, when you interviewed your son, like when he told you like that, babies came from like mommy eating too much and shit. That shit was adorable to me. But like that's some shit in the how you surprise your son. Like that's the shit I look at, right? But like if I was to ask you like a heavy question, it would be like, yo, what does it feel like to be blackballed? Because like that's what you were before you were 30, right? What does that feel like? And then to see those dudes and look them in the eye on your platform, and I wouldn't say have to accept it, but because what you did was very mature, but to know that your community is very small. Like, you came to my crib, we was chilling today, and you see all my friends, they could just walk around my crib because we have like the military understanding of each other.
Yeah, I know the military.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're a military brat, right?
Mhm.
But to be in a community of people and have the understanding of what you know went down and how everything went down.
Well, first off, let's talk about what went down. That's what we gotta know.
I know
You know what I'm saying?
I'm heating to that.
I was getting to it.
Okay, no,
but
yeah,
you know,
so go ahead.
nah, so
Yo.
but what?
I was going
Listen.
heat.
What happened between your business and Seasons? You know what really happened?
So, what happened was, I mean, there's a little bit of a backstory to it too. So I'll give the short. I moved here 2004. I'm a military brat. I move around the whole world. I see diversity everywhere. I come to Albany. I see zero diversity. I don't like how people are being treated here. I find out that the community doesn't like that either. So, and I'm speaking of, because where I was prior, where I learned skateboarding and all that, the shops were very accepting, and it was just a different vibe in different locations.
Right.
Who taught me how to skate and who put me on and who my OGs were very kind of like how I am. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, it's not like a race. It's not like I'm trying to be better than people. You know what I mean? Like, they were like, yo, you don't know how to do that? I'm going to put you on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I came here, I'm acting like that to people, and people are just like, why are you trying to put me on? And it's like, it's okay, bro. Like, it's like, I'm not, like, no ill intentions. Like, that's just how I am.
Right.
That's who I was taught by. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So, and then I see that there's a demand because people are feeling like they're not being treated the way that they want to be treated at the shop. I didn't know people felt like that too, because I'm just maintaining, doing my thing. I do a pop-up at the Washington Park. It's our first pop-up ever. Everybody's asking
As Seasons or as fifth place?
As fifth place. This is my first time ever selling shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my buddy go to the Washington Park. It's like a place where people do skateboarding. It's a skate park. Within the hour, we sell out, and then everybody's asking us, when are you opening up a store? Me and my boy are like, we just printed these last night. Like, what are you talking about?
Motherfucker.
You know what I mean? Like, What about a store? Why do you want a store? Oh, we don't like shopping at Seasons. And I'm like, why? Like, and then they're like, they cool guy me, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, oh, I felt like that too, but I didn't know other people felt like that.
Now, what's cool guy?
Well, like, if you don't skate, if you don't know the culture, you come in there, let's say, and you ask for, like, a longboard, or, like when you, like, you don't know the culture. If you don't know the culture or the community, or you're new to the skateboarding, this lady came up to me and she said, I went in there to buy a skateboard for my 12-year-old son, and I felt like a poser. You know what I mean? And then
I get that shit.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? If you don't like skate, you get kind of like looked down. Like, why are you in here if you don't skate?
Right.
But me, my whole life, like, I've grown up with so many different people. I don't just skateboard. I do other things. So, like, I'm the type that I only put on my skate shoes when I'm on a skateboard. Then I take them right out and I put my chillers on. Like, I'm not like
hold on, what's chillers?
Like, just some joints. You know what I mean?
Like,
I'm not like
you
the
just
type.
me to some crazy shit right
I'm
there.
not the type to just wear. I'm like the typical skater, just Vans and then whatever.
I'm about to make a t-shirt that say chillers.
Let's go. But essentially, then people felt like that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna open up a spot that includes everybody. Like, you know what I mean? And then I made the spot, and then it just wasn't the vibe that the same energy was when prior. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, we want it. And then like, oh, he did it. Like, because a lot of people came up to me like, hey man, I can't go over there because I shop over there. And it's like, well, we're two different things. You know what I mean? And it became it became a thing because like I sold skateboards. And this is what people don't understand is I'm more than just that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I just so happen to skateboard. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that is just like a thing that I do on my free time.
Right,
like,
right.
and it sucks because I get labeled as that. But like, I just like to do.
labels you as that shit.
Yeah, you label me as that. Yeah,
Yes.
and like, I just like to do that. You feel me? Like, that's what it's just a fun thing to do. I'm decent at it. I feel like, you know what I mean? And it's just some shit to go outside and
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
just go out
Well,
and
Mo,
enjoy.
how'd you look at? So, in your research, how did you look at what he tried to create back in the day?
What do you mean?
Like, so how could you liken it? So I liken it to like old black barbershop, cause like he basically tried to create, like, to me what I see a skater shop is straight up a hangout, and then like, but like he was on some shit like, yo,
So
we got old
another
school
thing
shit.
I want to bring up. This is 2014.
It's okay.
Back in 2014, people in the hood was not going to skate shops. It just wasn't a thing.
Okay.
So like I was bridging that gap between there was people that were minorities buying their first skateboard at my shop because they just wouldn't go to the other shop. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just back in the day, there'd be no reason to go to a skate shop if like you're from the hood or something.
But
you know what I mean?
But let's talk heavy, right? Play myself show. Me and Mo didn't give a fuck about a skateboard ever. I mean, I'm not. Maybe I'm talking for you.
I tried.
You tried, but you
But
tried
then
to buy your
somebody broke my fucking skateboard with their big boy tried to do a kickflip.
So what you saying right now, as far as like the culture, we don't know shit about the culture, Pop.
My point. So that's why you make a perfect segue. Wouldn't you more likely go to a fashion boutique than a skate shop? A spot
Yeah.
that sells clothes and then just so happens to have a skateboard on the wall?
But the segue I was trying to do, playing myself, is I liken it to how we used to go to the barbershop, right?
Okay.
So we used to go to the barbershop and be like, yo, because all we cared about was fucking.
Fuck it.
Yeah, like
Okay,
it seemed
yeah,
like
yeah.
skateboarders didn't care about that shit. Like when you was 15, 16, that's all I cared about. And I don't know if Mo did, but that's all I cared about. So it seemed like you was on a different shit. Like you cared about wheels and shit like that, which is interesting to me.
So what are we talking
Definitely.
about? 15, 16, what I cared about then? What I cared about?
No,
when
what
like,
you cared about, like when you was opening as an entrepreneur, and like with the culture you was trying to build, I didn't see it. Like you was looking at like the urban community, the hood coming in there, and I'm looking at it like, yeah, that shit would never work because these motherfuckers just trying to get pussy.
Okay.
Yeah,
It could work,
I mean, but
though.
you
I
have
mean,
to have
it could. No,
clothes.
it should work. It
You have
should.
to have clothes to get pussy.
No, I could dig it, bro. But when
I don't see the
no,
angle.
but like we talking to the world right
Okay,
now.
okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're talking about like how we like your vision, I get it, and that's why I asked Mo like, yo, this is crazy because you're talking about how what you envision, and I'm like, yo, damn, Mo, did you
Okay, I see.
think
what-
of
I
that
get,
shit?
I
'cause
get. Yeah,
we
yeah,
definitely fucking were not thinking about, oh, let me go to the skate shop to meet other motherfuckers like me. No, bro, like at 15.
I see what you're saying.
Mo was shooting
I
jump
get- I
shots,
get it,
bro.
I
Like,
get it now,
yeah.
I get it now.
It
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
skateboard.
It wasn't a thing. Yeah, skate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different. Honestly,
Culture.
it's a different life. Once you get into it, you see the world differently. You 100% see the world differently.
Yeah.
Just like the army, you get those connections. You get weird connections because skateboarding is behind the scenes of everything. You know what I mean? Skateboarding is a side hobby. So, like, you'll meet somebody that's a welder, a mechanic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, And
So Brooke said, Brooke goes, it sounds like a community shop. And I get that. But as an entrepreneur, and then I definitely want to hear Mo on this, because I know he has a lot. When you say when she says a community shop, I don't understand, like, I understand what she means, because that's how we look at a barbershop. But as a business owner, you got to make money.
Look at it like this, right? And I know that you're you know, you're all about, you know, you got to make money as a business owner or whatnot. But like say I decided, and I'm not a skater. I have a kid that skateboards. Mm-hmm. If I go to his shop, like if I go to Seasons, I'm not gonna feel comfortable at Seasons. You feel me? Because I'm not a skater. But if I go to Fifth Place, then I'm always gonna feel comfortable because you're always like that's that welcoming atmosphere. That's what she means by it's a community shop. You know what I mean? Right. So anybody's welcome to go to that shop. And he has just about anything in that store that may be welcoming to the next person who may not be into skateboarding.
I was selling vinyl. I was looking at spray paint for the graffiti artists. Mm-hmm. It was a lifestyle store. I had shoes. I had gourmet footwear. That's where I was starting. But I reached out. I wanted to get like New Balances, Air Max, Asics, Sauconys. I wanted to just get.
But there were certain things like your landlord. Shout out to her. Right? Your landlord.
Definitely don't shout out to her.
Well, no, I'm not going to say her name.
No. She was.
I've been listening too much to your show. You like, shout out
I remember you talking about that.
You just said that, right? Shout out to Goku. Shout out to I'm listening. I'm trained to listen. I'm listening to your shit. So
I'm 30 now. I was 23 when I opened up the shop. Now that I'm 30, I don't know how I did it. You know what I mean? Looking back, I don't know how I would have even made it. You know what I mean? It was very hard within being just like kind of being blackballed, and my landlord, my business partner, it was just like trifecta nightmare. You know what I mean? So it was
now, before you opened the shop up, I remember you were talking about how you went up to these dudes and you was like, yo, I'm gonna open up a skate shop, and it was like, why? They were like, why? And like, I know how I would feel if somebody just said it like that. Like why, bro?
Like, Elliot just said that. He was like, yo, it's the right demographic at the right point. But like, Mo, talk on that.
But shit, yeah, they was like, why? You know, and so like, I just kind of look at that like, yo, damn. like, yo, like, why? Why would you ask that? You know what I'm saying? And so I don't get it. I want to get your take on that because I don't understand what they really meant.
You gotta remember my background. I've met and I've seen a lot of random ass people throughout my whole life. So I can read your character very easy. I've met a lot of people that I could poke holes through your character very easy. Mm-hmm. So, like, all it took was that line. And it was just very easy to dissect them. And it kind of threw me off.
Hold on. We don't say them.
We're talking about seasons.
Yeah.
Seasons.
We don't, we play myself shows. So, like,
we talk about seasons.
Yeah, we talk about seasons. Thank you, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when they said that to me, I was able to see the character from that character flaw from that. You know what I mean? Mm. And I was 23 at the time, and it threw me off. So, because when anybody comes up to me and they're saying they're gonna do something, I'm encouraging as fuck. I don't care what it is that you're doing. Mm-hmm. I'm on it. If it is something that I don't even know about, whatever, let's go. I'm motivating you.
Right.
So it was just threw me off, and then I was like, okay, and then everything just lined up, and it made sense afterwards. And
I don't know if I said this. I'm sorry to cut it off. I don't know if I said this, but I'll segue back to this, and it kind of makes me think of that. It's just like, because I know we had previous conversations, but like the way I learned about you, Drew, is through Rob Spore, right? and he's in the military with us, right? I found out he was a skateboarder last week. I know him as
How long you known him? How many years?
a long time, but my wife knows him better than I do,
Okay.
right? And they bond through like this book, right? It's called like The Body Keeps Score, I think, right? But I've always known him as a good man, and it was just so random. He goes, "Okay, you got a podcast? You should get this guy on," right? And that guy happened to be you. So when I pitched it to Mo's like, "Okay, let's look, like let me do some homework, and not to see if you're worthy, but it was like, all right, we can do this."
Yeah, I get it.
But it was like, but that's where I see like a more of a internal community, external community. Because I'm like, all right, Rob. Like Mo might not know Rob as much as I do, but like, or my wife does. But for him to say you, and for you for you to know the face, but know what it is differently than how I trust him, that means something. Like play myself, right? Like that means something crazy. Because I'm like, yo, this dude told me. I said, yo, can I have him in my house? And he's like, 100%. I trust that dude. And if he tells me that, and you're like, oh, that dude never said hi to me when I saw him in the park. I mean, I'm like, oh snap.
He barely talks to me. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's what we're like as far as community building. It's like for him to tell me that, I'm like, all right, dude, perfect. I'm about to have this dude through. You see what I'm saying?
Bro. I appreciate that, Rob. I appreciate that, man. When I see you, I'm gonna bless that. That's what's up. Man.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. How different it is, and how misunderstandings happen. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to say what happened with Seasons was a misunderstanding. I definitely believe, and I'm talking for myself, Myles, Play Myself show, that what I watched your show and what them dudes that season did was very beautiful as far as media train. But if I have to buy a skateboard, I'm going to do some shit in LA because we don't have it here in the Capital District. I tell y'all that, my brother.
Well, going back to the why question, right? And like how seeing how I saw how you were trying to get them to talk on your show. And they just would not. Everything was political with them, right? Everything was kind of like
everything.
But
hold on, time out.
But hold on.
No, I gotta say this.
No, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay,
Listen, my only question is, like, how the fuck would you have handled that if you were in that situation, bro? How would you handle that shit? Because if you had
Whose show was it?
How would I have handled it if I was the one? If it was
reversed.
It's your show. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
If the roles were reversed, right? And I know that you wouldn't do no fucked up shit like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm too real. I'm always gonna speak the truth, bro.
But hold on, time out. I want you to know this.
I
want you to know this. That's why I said time out. And Play Myself. I hit Mo earlier, like, yo, Mo, call me, emergency. He said, yo. Yeah, he was like,
motherfucker called me at work,
yo,
bro.
He said, yo, yes. He said, yo, the wife was good, the son. I said, yo, bro, don't talk about these are the 9 points. He said, is this Play Myself show? I said, good brother, you right. Because I told him, don't give me your questions. But me and you had a conversation. I was like, yo, that's some, yeah. But don't give me your questions. And he was like, yo, I'm going to say what I want. Fuck that. Mo, talk heavy. I just don't want you to feel like it's that. You know what I mean? Like, I was like,
I'm cooling, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead. Ask me whatever, bro. I'm cool.
Mo, show him what you saw, Mo.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, when I watched it,
Thank you, Brookie. Sorry.
So when I watched it, I'm just kind of looking like, damn, bro, like this is like, it almost seemed choreographed. Almost like they said, oh yeah, we're gonna talk on this, we're gonna talk on that, we're gonna talk on this, and as soon as that camera started rolling, it was like choreographed. Like, yo, we ain't gonna say shit about any of this shit he's talking about.
Dance, replace dance. Dance.
Yeah, and they just let you, bro, for like a fucking straight hour and a half.
I know.
Like, you're just sitting there trying to, you're like, yo, but, you know, this is what, like, they had that whole BS with the fucking, the phone incident, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was a whole bunch of bullshit, but they were almost,
heavy,
like, but they were acting like, we didn't know if you did it or not, but we didn't care. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I just didn't understand it, bro. And I know if I would have been hot. I would have, like, the steam would have been coming out of my fucking ears,
You eating this shit. Yo, it's so funny because
I love it. I love to hear this. I love to hear this.
I get it because what Drew and I talked, we had a real grown man conversation earlier, right? And the context of that conversation was just more on some bro shit, right? But I was just, to sum it up, I was telling Drew his responsibility to the world. So, meaning that everybody that's in your community is not, like, those are just the core. Mo's not a skater, but he loves your show. Now he's a subscriber to your show, and he sees inauthentic. I'm not gonna say inauthentic. He sees the difference, the hop from where it went. So he was excited to look at, and this is I don't know.
No, I was.
We don't talk before.
I watched his second or the second season, the one where you had your son on the show, right? Yo, I watched that shit, bro. I had to watch it again because Avi was so fucking funny. I don't know how many times he said literally in that show, and obviously.
Yo, he has his moment. Yeah, he picks a word, and that's the word for the moment.
What I told you earlier, who need to be your co-host?
My son.
Yo, he said that shit so many times, bro. And like and when he hit you with the questions at the end, oh my god. Yeah. What was the hardest question to answer? What was the hardest question? I know there was a hard question to answer, and I know there was a couple of questions that you had to fucking put in the holster.
It was the like, did you see somebody die? Was that one the one where he wanted to like elaborate on a death or something? I think it was that one. That was wild. That one. That's the one that comes to my mind right now.
But can we do some improv right now? And
let's go.
If you want to be Avi, and Mo, if you want to be Avi, and you just be Daddy, and where do babies come from? Because I told Drew no. So play myself, right? I told Drew earlier. I said, Drew, you just didn't have the right marketing behind that goddamn show, because there's no way that shit should have got less than 100 views. Avi is the man.
Yeah, bro.
When he said that babies are food.
Yo.
And you just said with a straight face.
Yo.
Yeah, I get it.
Yo, Brookie says interview your son again.
Oh, so earlier, Brooke, that's a good question. I said, yo, Drew, put that show out again. Let's put some analytics behind it. And then go live like we're going now on your channel with him again, because we'll all tune in for that. Because I even seen you, and it's unlike me to call another man petty to his face. I seen you act petty. I'm talking about the show now, right?
Yeah.
So when you had the Go-Gurt on the table, right? And you had the snack set up. And then it was like, you knew his favorite Go-Gurt, right? So you put that shit there, and you like pointed it towards him like, yo, this is your kind, and you had your shit.
Yo,
he went and mixed it all up, and then he started slurping the other shit.
He said, "Oh, you just gonna drink the whole shit, huh?"
You took my Go-Gurt. All right, cool. I was like, yo, that's a damn moment right there. And I was like, yo,
my man was in mid-sentence, bro, drinking that Kool-Aid, and he said, "Oh, you just gonna go ahead and just drink the drink, huh? That's what you're gonna do in the middle of the sentence."
That was my favorite shit. I was like, yo.
Yo, I watched that shit twice, bro.
But hold on.
Shit was so
That's
funny.
why-
But
I
anybody,
appreciate
let's give it. I'm gonna give a shame. No, you shameless plug yourself, good brother. And we don't have, and we have cameras, but I didn't set them up because
That's
I'm
cool. No, this
shit.
is nice, man. This
But
is a nice setup.
Shameless plug your show, and I guess promise the world that shit's coming out because people want to see that. But after that, I'm sorry. After that, I want you to. I'm gonna talk about. Well, I should do it before that, right? My favorite moment in that show was when Drew said he doesn't promise his son things.
Yeah.
That was really deep. And
Yeah.
he said, I'd rather it be a surprise. Because
They had
this-
that incident. They had
the
that
incident was the snowstorm.
Yeah.
Act of God, right?
Yeah.
And he saw disappointment. His son didn't know how to handle disappointment at the time. And I feel like to find out you 30 today is wild. First time meeting you. I'm like, yo, how you just elevated that to be like, yo, he'll never feel like that again. And then what you did, like, for Disney World, it was like, damn, I'm adapting that. You know what I mean? And
Appreciate
I
it.
won't even tell the story because I want y'all to go listen to him and the young man tell the story because it was like some real daddy adopting. And
it
I
was
was
dope.
like, yo,
It was
I wanted
dope.
to see Drew's hashtags. And then when I talked to Drew earlier, I said, Drew, what the fuck did you put on that shit? He was like, I just posted it. I said, oh shit, come on, bro. We talking, come on. We're gonna have a conversation, man. I got you, little bro. Yeah. But
Well, yo, I had my son when I was 21, so I grew up with my son. My son was like my best buddy. I just kept him by my side, so wherever I went, I would always bring him. So my son is growing up with me, and I just want to instill a lot of just good shit in him,
No, yeah, I can definitely tell.
I'm very like I'm very strict with that. Like I want him to be independent because like right now is all technology, so I'm trying to put him like even ahead of that where it's like I don't feel like people are gonna know how to manually do stuff in the future.
Well,
You
bro,
know what I
the thing that I love the most, and sorry, I know Myles, you're getting ready to talk,
go.
but the thing that I love the most about like you and your son talking, and you don't see this all the time, bro. He said, at the end of the night, he asks all the questions that he wants to ask, and then he puts him to sleep. And you don't see that shit, especially, you know what I'm saying? You just don't. And enough dads, I mean, they just don't spend that type of quality time.
Yeah,
You feel
the
me?
link will be in the bio, but it's 5th place. Go ahead, you shameless plug yourself. I mean, if you.
Well, I'm gonna elaborate on what. Oh, yeah, I'll do both. So, fifthplace.com, 5IFTH place. It's like 5th place, but just put a 5 in front. Instagram is at 5th place. And then if you just search 5th place on YouTube, that's my YouTube as well. And the
Yeah.
5th place podcast is the name of my podcast.
Word. Because, like, I don't really want to go, and I know I don't want to actually, like, to recamp that story because it's beautiful to watch. I watched it twice. Mo watched it twice. And I didn't know how Mo was going to handle it because, like, we don't speak about what we're going to talk about. And I think that's the beauty of this show.
Yep, that's good.
But yeah, but I'm gonna soften it up right now, and then I don't know because Mo has mad shit to say, and I know I'm.
Well, that was
that
was. I want to elaborate on what he said. So like, yeah, every night, like, I feel like transparency is key, and I always want and knowledge. Like, I'd rather my son ask me, and if he's knows about it, he won't be scared about it. So it's like, I'll teach him whatever, drugs, anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather him know about it rather than being out in public and then see it and then act up, freak out about it, and then I just want to put him on and just like whatever I know, I want him to know, and I want him to be as much as independent as he can. You know what I mean? With as much knowledge.
You think that's more from like a fear standpoint because like you know how like your culture is, or you think that's just like a
Well, I see the positive in me being independent my whole life. Like you even saying that you thought I was older than what I am, right? Exactly. So my whole life I've always had that. My whole life, people have always looked at me a lot older than because I always had to be I always had to like fend for myself. You know what I mean? My pops left when I was younger, so that's why I'm so on it with my son.
How old?
I was like 8, 9.
Okay.
And then it was just me and my mom, and then my mom would leave early in the morning for school, so I'd go to school by myself, make breakfast, and then out of school, she's still at work. I don't see her till night, so I come home, make my, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, I'll see her maybe on the weekend, but you're dipping on the weekend, you know what I mean?
Right,
so it's like,
sure.
when am I seeing my mom? Never, you know what I mean? So it's like, we're roommates, you know what I mean? So like,
I don't know what you mean, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just different. Because, like, Mo and I mean, I'm not talking for Mo, but we grew up with our parents.
Mm-hmm.
So, with both our parents, and we often talk about, like, the differences of having, like, Mo's father kicked him down the stairs when he was, he didn't take out the garbage.
I needed that when I was a teenager.
Yeah, he tried to brush his pops up with his shoulder. His pops
See, and I didn't have that.
Fucked Mo's shit up. Right, and my father, right, he kicked, my father had, like, he always liked kung fu movies. He kicked my friend in the face. He hit my best friend, first time meeting him, kicked him in the face.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he would do that. She's like, yo, you think you could take me? He would do shit like that.
But you know, like what my dad, like, even though that incident was funny, but there was always a lesson learned with my dad. You know, he always had something to put me on about too. You know, so whenever I first talked about like drugs or something, he was the one that talked to me about it.
Right.
You know, even though he just said, just don't do it. You know what I mean? But he was always, you know, my mom too, but you know, when it came to like serious stuff, like real, like my sister went to my mom's, and then I went to my dad for a whole bunch of stuff. You know, so it's definitely a blessing to have a father or a father figure in your life, you know. And I've grown up with people who don't have that father figure. So when I see it,
yeah, that's just hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, and it's more of a challenge because that's what I do, right? It's like this. Then I'll segue it back to everything else. And it's more of me thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. You see where Drew's standing, right? Do you think you can have your dad standing right there? And, like, see, I told Drew, like, yo, the powerful podcast would be you and A just right there. It should be crazy.
Oh, wait, you mean, like, if my dad had a podcast?
No, if you were you, right? Play myself show, and I wasn't here, and you would have the same podcast that he did.
With his son?
With his son, with your dad. Could you do it? Because I don't think I could. Like, my dad, he would just shun things off. And that's what I wanted to get to. Like, when you have that opening to where, like, I feel like your son can talk to you about anything. Like, my dad, like, I feel like now he'll be like, oh, shut the fuck up. You know about that shit. And my dad was just like, he'll just be like hitting me and shit during this shit. Because he's like, he don't understand. But when I saw how free your son was, that's what made me say, shit, I gotta do that. Like,
that's inspiring.
Your son is gonna be a leader because of that. Like, I'm telling you, and I'm my daddy, you gonna come here and watch what happened. I'm telling him I'm telling y'all what he's gonna do. You're gonna see so many fists and foots come out and shut the fuck up and take this shit off and all that shit come out, because that real talk with like an audience, I don't even know how many people's watching right now, but that was super inspiring to me, good brother. And I tell you that there's a gift in that shit, because it was just on having that open gate, and most men feel like that shit is closed to most of us, bro. At least to me, right? I played myself. Like, to me, that shit is closed. There's no man in my life that I could sit down with as free. Now, I could sit down and have open conversations with motherfuckers all day, because that's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
But, like, what you did with your son, and how he was just like, everything is mine. I don't gotta talk on the mic. Shut up. And you had the most expensive mic. He was like, Daddy, like, you keep telling me that shit. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, he gonna rule the world one day.
Yep, he is. I'm just trying to set him up like that. As any dad would, you know?
Yeah. But now, I bring it to you. If you was to see, I know, like, you know, I don't know what your relationship with your dad is right now, if you even know what that motherfucker is.
Well, I met him. He hit me up when, I don't know how he caught wind of me having a kid, but I saw him again for the first time. I think it was like 2016. So it was like 20 years. It was like 20 some change years that I seen him. So I was weird, and we talked and stuff, but like, me and him is not on that level. Like, it's just like a lot, so much that it's like he's my dad, but he's just like another guy, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He's my dad, but like, but he's also, I don't even know him, so he's.
But would you have him on your show?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
With your son?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Damn, that's real.
My dad's got stories for that. My dad's still in the military.
We got Elliot. Big shout out to my man Elliot. Yo, he was my supervisor for a week. All right, a week. But yo, Elliot's saying, that's the way, bro. All right, keep the young informed.
Okay.
And then he said, yeah, I could. What did I say, y'all? I could,
y'all.
Okay, and then
somebody asked me, do you still screen print? Of
do you
course.
still screen print?
Yeah, of course. Shit,
Of course.
bro.
So I screen print.
He's about to screen print our shit.
I screen print daily. I print daily. I love screen print. I love the whole process. I love the whole creative process. People
I thought he was gonna bring us a gift. We was gonna rock his shit, but that didn't happen. Yeah, my man Mo's rocking loans to you, but he's new in the game. So, when we go to your show, we're gonna bring you Play Myself show fucking t-shirt, motherfucker. Look ahead. Anyway, go.
So
I can't.
See, little do he know, I got that after the show. You see, now he going down on this side. I'm gonna give him the skinny shit now. The misprint. So, but
Fair place.
Yeah, I screen print. I love that shit. Like, people think it's just this part, but I like making the screens. I like designing the graphics. I like setting up the colors, mixing colors. Like, the whole aspect of it is just what I love to do. You know what I mean? And I didn't know that I loved to do it until I did it again. Because I had that hiatus, because back in 2014, I used to print my own stuff at the shop as well. And I just stopped. The whole thing stopped. So I just, on my bullshit for that hiatus. And then when I started printing again and getting back into my momentum, I'm like, this is what I love to do. You know what I mean? This is like...
I don't know what you mean, bro.
You haven't found that yet.
The reason I say I don't know what you mean is like this. How is that middle? Because often, let me tell you this shit. Often people can confuse, especially the youth. If you're younger and you're watching this, pay attention. People confuse the start with another motherfucker's middle.
Mm-hmm.
So like that time when you had a shop, into now, I see the growth because we talk. But it's like shit.
Well, it's a blessing in disguise because I almost needed that because you need a backstory. You know what I mean? So it was great that it happened. The people that came there, it's almost like, because people still send me pictures of the merch. Hey, I still have my shirt, still have my hoodie, my beanie. I still wear it to this day. You know what I mean?
I got a new one, motherfucker. I got rent, motherfucker.
But it's like there's a story behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like it almost needed to happen, and that hiatus, it was ass. It was like I wasn't trying to even say the word fifth place. It wouldn't even come out of my mouth. Like, disgusted. You know what I mean? I just was so mad. There were so many people that plotted on my downfall, and I was just so tight. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck. Everybody wanted me to fail. I failed. You know what I mean? And it sucks to, like, publicly fail. You know what I mean? And on a storefront and like the busiest street. You know what I
mean? So when we were coming up with like the description of the show, or please read the description of the show. It was like, I told you earlier, like, I thought your name was Fifth Place, right? So I was like, yo, when I found out your name was Drew, and like when I saw your vision for Fifth Place, I'm like, yo, that's how mad motherfuckers feel. Right? And read the description on that, because it was very powerful, because, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I've always felt like a Fifth Place dude. I just never knew what to call it. Right?
I respect that. I like that little tagline. I mean, the thing was, it was funny because I was like mad about it, but I was like, my brand's called Fifth Place. I fucked up. It took me 5 years to like laugh at it. You know what I mean? It took me that long to be like, bro, I fucked up. I was in fifth place. That's what my whole shit is about. You know what I mean? Like, failing. It is what it is. So, like, and then I just picked up the pieces. I read this one email, and then from there I got the motivate, and then it was just like kept going from there. So, yeah.
I mean, failure. I love to. It's weird. I love to fail. You know, and when I fail, I learn so much from what I failed. So really, it's a gain. You know what I mean? So that's usually what I take from all my failures. As long as you can learn something from it, if you can look up, you can get up. You know, so that's kind of how I look at it. Big shout out to my big bro, Stoner Rob, Stoner Boy Rob. That's my big bro.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, back to what I was saying. But yeah, I mean, I always seek some sort of knowledge out of my failure.
Of course, and I just want to like make failing cool in a sense. Like, it's okay to like fail. Like, it's not that serious. So that's essentially what my goal is, to just inspire people with that. And it's like, and I just so happen to make clothes. Like, you know what I mean? There's a vision behind it. That's why I call it a brand. It's not really a clothing line. Like, it has a meaning behind it, and there's more to it than just clothes. Like, my clothes is just like my creative aspect, and I just look to make affordable clothes for people. I think the game is like so overpriced, and like me growing up, I didn't have no loot like that. So like, I wasn't buying the nice expensive shit. I always made the cheap shit look hella fly, and I would still take everybody's girl. And then like, I'm like,
there you go.
I'm like, over the years, I'm like, how am I the bummiest, but I'm getting everything? You know what I mean? And then it started to hit like, oh, it's not even really about how you look or clothes or any of that. It's just like that. Like, as cliche as it is, be yourself.
So Drew, I'm gonna hit you with this shit.
Okay.
Because we got a pretty active live chat, and hopefully they go to your show and follow you after. But what I encourage everybody in the live chat to do is go over to goddamn Drew's site and tell him what the fuck is wrong. Because this is a call to action, right? If they tell you what's wrong, or what they want, or not even what's wrong, what y'all want to see. Because, like, if you don't see enough things for females and he can do that, let's make that happen. Right?
Fifthplace.com, go check it out.
So Drew, so this is a challenge. Right, and this is what I was telling you earlier. It's like, yo, if you challenge our live chat, they're gonna tell you, they're gonna talk heavy. Okay. So that's the challenge. Go to fifthplace.com, and if you see what you don't, if you don't see what you want for yourself, because I was on there and it's pretty affordable gear, but some of the stuff I was like, if Drew bring it, he bring it, but I'd rather see Play Myself show. But that's just me.
I feel you. Not everything.
I'm gonna try to find Brooke's shoe size, man. She got a small shoe size, so I'm gonna try to find that.
So no, but that's a challenge. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
So that's what, like, so Play Myself show's all about that shit. Like, I'll talk about pedo myself. I'm gonna talk to y'all about, like, what's the longest you went without a shower. Yeah, what's the longest you went without a shower, Drew? Hold on, before that, fifthplace.com. While we're talking about this, just do your homework. Right, fifthplace.com. Right, with a 5.
Longest I probably take 3 or 4 days.
Me, 12 days.
12 days. You was in the army though.
I'm in the army. Go ahead, Mom.
You was out in the storm.
Bro, I want to say it was about 5 days, bro.
Was you like trying to go 12 days or like
nah,
it was
so
a goal for 12 or like
nah, it was some shit where like so but I'm a senior NCO, right? So it was a like we get Mike could tell you, other Mike could tell you that sometimes you only have enough time to do certain things, right? And it's like if you got to go to a briefing and like you see like morale is down for your dude, you're like, yo, all right, go ahead and shower. But like say like if there's like one shower point, right, and it's like male and female hour or whatever, because like that's how you gotta do it. If it's one shower point, it's like yo, eyes is female, whatever. But then you gotta do it like that. But like you was like son really need a shower. Like a shower's gonna wake him up. You might say, yo, fuck it, I'm not gonna take a shower. Or like if something is going on with the mission, you like, oh, whatever. Then your drawers are standing up after, but what are you doing? Like, yo, it's just like, yo, we all stink. That's what, Edgar, the dude that is throwing Remamba, and maybe that's why he seen my dick, because we was we was in the same situation. Like, no, we had guys. No, shut the.
It's the way you said it.
No. We had guys, and he was like, he's a constant. Yo, Edgar, sorry, I don't mean to fuck up your brain or anything, whatever. He's also like a very important person.
You know the drill
in the world, but he was like a morning shitter. Like, and he was just like, yo, just whatever you gotta say, just
Who's
I gotta.
Not a morning shitter.
No, but like this dude, but he wanted to talk like. So shitting in the army in the morning, like in the field, is different.
Okay.
It's not different like that, but it's like you're in a porta john, so like you'll go do that, but it's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like
oh my
mad
god.
cold.
Bro.
So it's like you're like I can't take a shit when it's mad cold, like like that. You know what I mean? And I got a fucking hold like my son can shit anywhere. Okay. I will hold that shit. Or I will fucking like clean my e-tool, bend that shit, because my ass gotta touch.
So an e-tool is like a shovel.
Yeah, okay. And you bend it, and then like my shit gotta be sanitized for me to take a shit. Well, I'm not doing it. I was just holding shit. My son Edgar, shit anywhere.
Okay.
Right? Like, I think we was out there.
That's
like,
a good trait. That's a good trait to have.
Nah, 7 degrees. And you're not shitting. You shitting on top of shit. Oh, like this is you. This is yeah.
Oh, so you
gotta hover. You thinking of it like it's a weird? No, you don't gotta hover. Like you're shitting on top of shit. Like so, we all
that's the worst.
Shit in one place. So like,
oh my god.
Yeah, it's a bust down.
Yeah, that shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's different.
All right.
So
I probably might skip.
Yeah, but I said my son shit every day. So it was like, God damn.
You probably like the smell.
Nah. Just like, that's his life. So
I hear that. Yeah.
Shit to this day. This motherfucker go to McDonald's and shit. I'm like, yo, wait till we get to your crib.
He go to McDonald's and shit?
Everywhere, my son.
Oh, he's that. Okay,
that's a lot. That dude, he's different.
Like, he'll go to Star. Okay, that
he go to every single place. He be like, I'll be right back. Yo, I've been in the airport with this motherfucker like 4 in the morning. He's like, yo, I'll be right back.
Yo, Rob's asking why, bro. I don't know what he means.
Why what? Yeah, talk at me, Rob. Yeah, why he shit? That's how this man is. I hold my shit. I hold my shit like, yo, we going to your mom's
I can't do it, bro. When I gotta go, I'm going. I don't care if it's cold.
Where you shitting?
In the porta john.
No, the porta john different. You shit anywhere, like you know you going to your crib.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean am I
on
pooping
the way
like
to the crib?
Like outside?
No,
like Ezel? Like Ezel from Friday?
Anyway, bro, like yeah, like where
or not Ezel was Chris Tucker did it.
So where wouldn't you shit? Like I hold my shit.
If I know I'm going home, I'm gonna just hold it to home.
Yeah. Some of us.
Oh, he said everybody shits. Yeah. Everybody shits.
Stoner boy, Rob. If you going to the house, would you not wait? Would you go to McDonald's on Central?
That's some high school, like, that, to me, that's some high school shit, because when I was in high school, like, I wouldn't shit in the bathroom in high school, because you didn't want to get caught in high school, bro. But other than that, bro, now that I'm grown, and I don't give a fuck who smells my shit, or I don't care if I go and take a shit, or, I don't care, bro.
Oh, you just brought me into play myself shit right there. I never even thought of it like that. It's like, I gotta use toilet paper that's right for my ass. And like, people smelling my shit, like, I didn't give a fuck. I'm arrogant to that level, son. So, I don't give a fuck. And like, the way this shit hit. Go ahead. Yo,
this nigga Rob.
What he said?
Yeah, he said, "Don't let me go see anyone in a porta john. I'm flipping that shit over."
Yo, fuck out of here, bro. Mo's in the army. Yo, we seen, Rob, you probably never been to a porta john.
Nah, he been in a porta john before.
No, like, you seen it?
Yeah, bro, he was in the Air Force.
Okay, nah, the Air Force, they clean their shit every day. I'm talking about where the shit is like, you ever been to a football game?
Yeah.
That's how this shit be, like, the 13th day of AT. Like, the shit is, like, right there.
Nah, they clean that shit.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about when you in the... so you never been, like, in the back 40? Like, that shit...
Nah, I don't go there.
Yeah. That shit is high.
Bro.
That shit is high.
Nah,
to the point where it's like...
42 Alpha. I ain't doing that shit.
Nah, we 42 Alpha. So hey, but I've been there.
Like, fuck that. We don't eat MREs. We don't say... None of that shit.
Yo, listen to this. Hold on. Alright. Who's the only person that can call you a coward? You can name 3 or less. I only got 1. I got 2.
That could call me a coward.
I have to end the show like that. Because I'm responsible. And feel free to chime in on the chat. The only person who can call you a coward on the chat. Talk heavy.
I would say...
I'll go first if y'all want. Because I got this.
Okay, go first.
Like myself.
Because I don't have an answer for that. But go ahead.
My mommy. And right now, no, that wouldn't take it. Like, fucked up. My mommy. We had, I don't know if you know, like, mommy, daddy, that's some other shit. Like,
I don't do that shit.
My mommy, my daddy, and right now my wife, because she do that shit, but she always got that reasoning that's like, damn, you right. I ain't shit. And I would say my son is the 4th, but, like, he can't talk like that. But I still just, I can still, like, he still think I'm He-Man.
But why would they call you a coward, though?
Because some shit, like...
Some shit went down.
Well, I say shit went down, and I would say you now, because what you told me earlier today, it was like, I was scared for Drew, because I didn't want you to talk heavy, but I was like, I didn't know what you were going to say. And
but that don't make you. But that don't make you a coward, though.
No, I'm just saying.
I couldn't call you that.
You didn't call... Yeah, you can't call me a coward. But I'm... See how I try to...
Just not like... whole life you're a coward now, just
like
a coward situation.
Like my wife,
an event. You would have to define it as
so it's an event. Okay. So like my parents and my wife, I would say like all day. Like I fucking I fight with my wife. I wouldn't say every day, but she always bring me back. And if she see you fucking crazy, I was like shut up. But she be right most of the time. That's why I love her. You know what I mean? So go ahead, Mo. Well, unless you want Drew to go first.
Go ahead, Drew, because I don't think I...
Oh, shit. I'm going to give you guys some time to think. Rob goes, nobody. Oh, shit. And then Brookie said, hold on. Brooke said, Rob called me crying.
Rob has me crying.
Oh.
Need glasses.
I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry.
He agreed.
I was trying to start chat beef. But you got feel? Yo, hold on. No. I wasn't dyslexic. That was a dyslexic moment. I was trying to start family beef in the shit, and Drew took away from our show, son. when I'm doing shit, like, you gotta let me create, Pop. I'm fucking-
You gotta let me be creative.
Yeah. Okay, what if Brooke said Rob called me crying and Mo was not thinking when he should be thinking because Brookie wants Mo to really answer that question.
Wait, what?
Who can call you a coward, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Nobody
Elliot,
can call me a
Elliot.
coward, bro. I don't see anyone calling me a coward.
Alright,
I don't see it.
get it.
What about you, Drew?
Look, hold on.
It's unfortunate, but I have the same answer. Like I can't really think of anybody. That
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any situation where somebody can call me a coward.
Well, what does a coward mean? Define it. Hold on. Well, look. I'm
Somebody
gonna,
that
read,
backs-
I'm gonna read what James Andrew
backs out of
said.
something.
He goes, "I don't care if anybody calls me a coward.
Keep grinding no matter what.
Yeah, I could dig that. I could dig
Yeah.
that. I could dig that, Andrews. But I'm so when somebody like almost like what Andrew said, right? But like coward shit is like call you out on your shit. So like like you might like for me to say that somebody can call me a coward, it's like it was like a trick question, right? Because like how do you like give a fuck about that shit? Right, but I give a fuck about like what my parents think and what my wife thinks mostly, right?
Yeah.
Like those are my people,
That's
so
your
like
family.
and my son.
Yeah.
So like if your son be like, "Daddy, you scared?" That's him calling you a coward, no?
I mean, he asking me, but I guess.
Yeah, but in so many words. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if I'm giving off the vibes of that I am scared, then yeah.
yeah, because what are the vibes? That was like, oh, we about to go swimming. Nah, man, I don't dive. Yeah, we not diving. And then Mo, why we not diving if the diving board? Because we don't swim, right?
Yo, Pros could call me a coward. Actually, he couldn't.
He could because you did
Because
that.
I almost drowned in his pool.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it's
You're
like
not a
if you,
swimmer then.
Yeah,
if you
no,
didn't, if
I
you
can't
didn't
swim.
jump, if you didn't jump, you'd have been a coward. But that's an event, right? But you don't have kids. But at the same time, anything you scared to do, if somebody call you out on that shit, you a coward. It's just who knows you.
What are you scared of?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm scared of growth.
Stop it.
That's a lot.
What are you really scared of?
Growth? Nah, I'm dead eyes.
You're scared of growth?
I'm
Why?
scared of growth. I'm scared of my wife.
Yeah, I believe that. I know you're scared of your
My
wife.
wife. I'm scared of the belt. I'm still scared of the belt. Grandma,
Yo,
to this
yo,
day,
what's
to this day.
worse? What's worse? All right. I said this on the show before, but what's worse? All right.
Yeah.
Either
We got 10 more minutes.
a grown, you get slapped in the face by a grown ass man
That's not happening.
in
Right.
front of your girl,
Yeah, it's a shot.
or somebody has to pull the belt out on you.
Plus the belt on.
Pull the belt out on you.
You're not smacking me in front
I'm
of
not smacking.
I'm part of my
What you
shorty,
talking about?
so.
Hold on. So
They have to pull the belt out on you.
All right. So how about this? Yeah, that's a no.
So you're saying you'd rather somebody pull the belt out on you?
Yeah, but nobody's putting a belt on me that I'm not.
All right, so
like the
all right
belt
then.
don't hurt me no more. It just
So you'd rather somebody pull the belt out on you?
it's like this. I'd rather say it like this. Would you rather me serve you a hot drink to your lips in front of your girl, or me smack you? That's a real fucking question right there. Like, Drew, you know what man? So we got it's a shit in this show where we like, yo, what a man can do, right?
What a man can do.
What a man can do, and to me, top one right now is a man can serve a hot drink, cup or spoon, to my mouth, right? So to go to what Mo said is like, yo, would you rather a man slap you, or in front of your girl, or serve you a fucking hot drink to your lips?
Oh, that one's hard.
Yeah, that's hard. So let's think about it. Go ahead. And we still waiting. Hold on, we still waiting.
Elliot,
Still waiting for those 5th place results.
Yo,
So Elliot, if you went
yo,
to 5th place, just please 5th place.
Elliot just said, Got the okay. I fought fights. I knew I would lose. I've got the shit beat out of me when you show that person you're going to fight for that. They won't likely fight you again. That's true, bro.
That is true.
That's true.
100%.
No, that's courageous.
That's 100%.
That's
yeah.
being that's being courageous. But now, Elliot, the play myself question: would you, Elliot, let a man serve you a hot drink to your lips, cup or spoon to your lips, in front of your girl, or take a slap from that same man in front of your girl? Talk heavy,
Yo,
everybody.
I'm not getting slapped, bro.
So
I'm not getting slapped,
Yeah,
bro.
in front of Shorty. Yeah.
I'm not getting slapped.
Nothing in front of wifey.
I'm taking the drink, bro. I'm taking a drink.
to your lips.
I'm taking a drink.
Alright.
I'm going
I'm
one
not.
too.
I'm not getting slapped, bro.
I'm gonna take the slap. Because depending who the man is. Because sometimes,
Oh,
depending on the man, I can fight him after. But like,
No,
so
I'll
a
take the
man, yo, bro, a man is not putting no fucking.
And then I'll say thank you after.
Yo, so hold on. So hold on. So Mo, I'm gonna put hot chocolate to your lips.
Nah, you said tea, bro.
What?
It's gotta be tea.
It matters.
Yeah, it's gotta be tea.
It matters.
for me, bro, hot chocolate. Thank you.
It's gotta be tea.
With my hand.
What about you, Mike? What about you? You gotta be tea or hot chocolate?
Not happening.
For another man to put in my lips.
Yeah. He's gonna put the. He's gonna.
taking a
hot
slap.
Are you taking a spoon first? Are they gonna
Taking the
spoon
slap.
it or?
I'll take the tea. Fuck it.
Yeah. You taking tea?
A man giving you tea to your lips to ask you, is it hot enough in front of your girl?
Yeah, over a slab. Yeah.
Nah, I'm like, yo, put that on the table, son.
Hey, look.
Hit that.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
Exactly.
That's everything.
See, I'm just gonna say thank you.
Right.
You know, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say thank you.
Oh, so you would condone it?
Listen, as long as he's not slapping me in the fucking face, I don't want to get slapped in front of my girl.
Yeah, like nobody.
What type of man? No, bro, you're not. Especially if he backhands me. I'm not doing it,
Then you
bro.
gotta fight right there.
Yeah, it's a reaction. But there's no reaction to
Yo,
the fucking-
Charlie Murphy said it best, bro. He said there's a gunfight after that shit.
Mo, hold on. Mo, can you look at the camera,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And Drew too, if you want to, right? Because this is not Drew's show, but I'll tell you, Drew, how your lips go when a man's like, do you sit when you from a spoon in front of your girl?
Bro, I'm not gonna. You figure it out,
This
bro.
is how I was.
That's what I'm saying. That's wild.
You figure it out.
Yo, to a man, imagine putting your lips like that to a man. That's not happening.
Yeah,
son.
That's why I had to do it to
Airplane.
the camera.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Nah.
That's it.
Well, you a coward.
I'm a coward.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end
Full
like
circle.
that. But guys, call to action is tell your friends to tell a friend.
Yo, Rob said,
Go ahead, Mo.
Rob said, I'd rather a man slap me so I can smack the dog shit out of him.
Word.
He would say some shit
No,
like
that's a
that.
fact.
He would say some shit like that.
Word, Rob. Instead of a motherfucker putting a hot drink to my lips with his hand under a spoon, fuck out of here. It's like this to me.
Not in front of my girl, bro.
Nothing, bro.
Not
You can
from
defend
my-
yourself, but like you after you
Not
take the
from my
sip,
girl.
after you in front of your girl, like how she
Thank
look
you.
at you?
Thank you.
Okay, well, hey, you braver than me, man. Well, maybe that next show, you know what I mean. You can bring your girl and we'll do it. Because I mean, like, it's just I couldn't do it. But
Yo, you know what? I fucking hope a fucking shirtless guy fucking comes up to you and fucking feeds you fucking tea,
Bro,
motherfucker.
That's your nightmare.
a dude with no shirt can't touch my face with his hands.
He'll grab you by the back of the head like.
Yeah, a motherfucker can't buckle me in his car, son. He can't, like, if I'm in his car, I'm like, yo, son, I buckle me, son. Like, you know what I mean? I buckle me, son. Like,
I'll buckle you.
I'ma die. Yo, you can't buckle my seatbelt in your car, bro.
Just reach across you.
You can't reach across me. Another man's not reaching across me. There's no reason why a man should have, like, this across your fucking shoulders, bro. To be honest. I teach my son that same way. I'm like, yo, getting that off. You know? But call to action. Call to action is Drew's been a very good guest because he
Yes.
talk about silly shit on his show. You talking about like our show? We talk about silly events, but Drew really talk about
His show's funny as hell, bro.
eating cold meat.
His show's fucking
and shit
funny
like
as shit,
that.
bro.
Like they eating cold meat and like why he likes cold beef. No, oh shit, I shouldn't even. But it's funny. I mean, I don't know.
Just watch your show.
Watch the show.
Yeah.
Fifth place, bro. Fifth place, and we had a good time tonight with the chat, and definitely
Sir.
hit us up, and but we want you to hit Drew up and tell us what the fuck is wrong with his site, right? But the challenge for Drew on this show is to repost, and we'll work together to repost that show that he did with his son, and then do it again. Because that's a gem that everyone is missing, and I will definitely, Mo will fucking definitely hold me accountable, and we will definitely put that in the notes to this show, because that is a gem, and the gem being that gate that is still around where a son can just be that comfortable with his dad, and it brought me back to childhood. It was very special. So, fifthplace.com, right?
Fifthplace.com, correct. Yep.
You want to say anything about fifthplace.com?
Fifthplace.com, check it out. You know what I mean? I got my summer collection out right now. It ends on September 5th. And then I'll be working on my fall line. I don't have a release date for that, but just stay tuned.
All right.
And then Mo is going to do a cooking show soon. But we
At some point.
we just got to make it. I just have to timestamp it. So I can be like, yo, remember I said this? You never said that, motherfucker. But thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, tell your friends, like. And last time, you know what though? I was kind of beefing about this. Last time we seen y'all people in here, and we had one like at the end of the show. And that was my man Claude. Yo, like this shit.
Like,
It costs you nothing to like or subscribe and tell people that we working hard.
yes, sir.
Please, working hard.
That helps the show
It
grow.
helps the show grow. Thank you, Mo.
Which actually, Myles is afraid of growth, but
I
it
am.
helps the show grow.
See?
You know, and then you guys will
He's got to
see.
face his
He's
fears.
speaking-
Yeah,
Yeah,
face
he-
your fears,
He's
bro.
speaking at my vulnerabilities.
I'm just saying,
But
bro.
Mo, you got the last word. Just
Listen,
close the goddamn
If
show,
we
man.
can get
I'm
enough
mad.
subscribers, then we will make sure that Myles puts some lotion on. Thank you all. All right. Thank you all for watching
you.
us. Appreciate it. We love y'all. God bless.
Face.
Bless. We're gonna maybe close out with some music, but we're still they can still hear us, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
Drew.
Did you have
My man
Good
Drew.
shit.
Yo, Mo, you love that move for me? Or
You want it?
Hell yeah, bro. You gotta like to eat apple.
Yeah, it's all right. Go ahead and take it. Good
Oh,
shit, man.
Oh, shit. Mike
man.
Weber, good shit.
This motherfucker fucking took over. He tried to say I had boring questions. I was like,
I like those questions.
I was falling
bro.
asleep.
No, yeah, but
I
I
like
like.
his podcast, bro. Like, I'm like,
Nah, bro.
Nah,
You were rushing the whole shit. I had it all lined up. I was down here while you were upstairs chilling.
I'm a piece of shit, son.
Yeah, you are a piece of shit.
So Mo, get in the chat and be like, yo, you do this shit, or I don't know. Sorry.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if I got the interview, you tell me I got the interview.
I
Motherfucker,
did say that shit.
I got the interview.
Yeah, did he say you?
Yeah. He, you know, this motherfucker like, I'm falling asleep.
I'm
falling
retarded,
asleep.
so I got fucking.
Yeah, you're a part retarded. That's why we get along. We fucking argue like cats and dogs.
I know.